Ooh, I really want that jersey. Welcome in. Started the stream a little early so I could type that stuff up. Since there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5 have some openings in them. But we'll hang out here for a little bit. I can never tell. He won't let me order these, so. Welcome in. We'll get rolling in a few minutes here. I need to. I haven't even checked anything yet today on the payments. We'll do that later. Okay, we might be chilling here for a little bit, guys. We're full here. We can worry about Big Al's when we get there, but there's 7 spots left there. East Coast has 1 or 2 left. Potentially, I mean, we could end it here with 4 solos. I don't want to do that. So 1 or 2 left in East Coast. Baseball is the one that has the most. So there's 8 spots left. The cheapest one is 13. You get pick a player, get 3. 8 spots, but we're going to do 7, and whoever claims the next 7 will be entered in to get those 7 spots will be entered in to get the 8th spot for free. So that's what we're doing there. And then 4 left, I believe, in the mini. Final double box mini. I think I do have another case of the newer series minis coming, so we'll do those down the road as well. I think we have Juiced on the way as well for baseball, but this is the final baseball and the final double box mini helmet. But we'll hang out here for a little bit until we get a few of these spots filled up, because all the non-football stuff still needs some help. I'm going to double check on Facebook, but and we got finals tonight, right? We had the first game of the Stanley Cup Finals, and then we got NBA Finals tonight. I like that they're on different nights. I think that's how they usually do it, but it would suck if they did it on the same night. I'll scroll down here, but mini players, baseball players, hockey players. I can't quite see the full screen, but you can see a good portion. Hockey game was crazy. It was a fun game. Down 2-0, came back 3-2, 3-3, 4-4, 5-4. And then they almost scored there at the very end, too. That puck that got blocked by Marner was kind of crazy. That was looking like it was going in. It might have been wide, but it's a crazy game, that's for sure. I'll read off players that are available on each as soon as we have a few more show up here. There's a little too many spots to read off to 4 people, so I'm going to wait a little bit here. What time does NBA? Is it 6:30? 8:30 Eastern? I think that's when. Yeah, it's looking like, I was just saying to my buddies yesterday, looking like Utah lost to the Cup winners. Carolina started weak last series, and then they came back and destroyed Montreal, so that could happen again. But Vegas just looks like they know how to win, coming together at the right time. I would be shocked if they did the same thing that they did to Colorado, though. 7:40, 6:40 So I might be able, I mean, basketball is a lot shorter game than hockey. I might be able to watch the end of that, depending on what we do here tonight. Welcome in, everyone. We need a little help on the minis and the baseball. East Coast and Big Al's will come a little after, and we can work on those as well. But we are 7 away on the baseball, with an 8th spot getting given away for free from one of these last 7 spots. Oh. I'll read them off in a second, but here are some of the players that are available in both the football mini helmet and the mini helmets and the baseball. This is our final baseball. I'll start reading a few of these now. Just know that I'll probably read these a couple times, so get the TV on or something. You're not listening to me the whole time. So in the mini helmets, we've got, let's start with baseball because there's more there. In the baseball, and this hopefully will be the one we do first, there are 10 spots claimed, 8 spots remaining with, I think there'll still be a solo or 2 left. But I'm going to give away the 8th spot to one of the next 7 claims. So if you claim one of the next 7 names, or 2 or 3, or however many you claim, those names will be entered in. I'll just random them 7 times. Top name will get the 8th spot for free, if that makes sense. So these are $13 spots. Pick one, random 3. Names that are left are Barry Larkin, Ben Zobrist, Bill Mazeroski, Brendan Rodgers, Brian Reynolds, Carlos Correa, Carlos Martinez. These are $13 spots, by the way. Chipper Jones, Colson Montgomery, Kurt Schilling, Daniel Hudson, Don Larson, Don Mattingly, Edwin Diaz, Elias Diaz, Ellie De La Cruz, Fernando Tatis, Frank Thomas, Fred McGriff, Gary Sheffield, Gleyber Torres, Hayden Birdsong, Hideki Matsui, Ichiro Suzuki, Jackson Merrill, James Wood, Jared Kalenic, Jeff Bagwell, Jim Tomei, J.J. Weatherholt, Joe Morgan, Joe Torre. There's a ton of names. John Schmaltz, Jose Canseco, Juan Soto, Julio Rodriguez, Luis Robert, Manny Ramirez, Marcus Semien. Where am I? Miguel Cabrera. Wolf still available? Yeah. I believe. Yeah, so that'll be one of our last 2 spots, Dylan. I'll put you on him. I'll do it really quick here, and I'll go back to reading. Thank you. Appreciate you, and good luck to you. This is actually our final 2-boxer from this series because we're only going to have 1 left over for next Monday. And then hopefully we have a new series to work on after that. Got you on Wolf. So 1 spot left in hockey. If not, we'll have 2 solos. We'll come back to that. Back to baseball. Miguel Cabrera, Nico Horner, Noah Schultz, Noah Syndergaard, Nolan Arenado, O'Neill Cruz, Orlando Cepeda, Patrick Wisdom, Paul Molitor, Reggie Jackson, Robin Yount, Rod Carew, Rolly Fingers, Ryan Howard, Rin Sandberg, Sammy Sosa, Sebastian Walcott, Shota Imanaga, Steve Garvey, Tim Anderson, Tony Perez, Walker Buehler, Walker Jenkins, and Yordan Alvarez. So we are 7 away on that one. The next 7 that claim in there will get entered in to get the 8th spot for free, if that makes sense. 4 left in the mini helmet. I'll read those off here in a second. There's one, Frank Thomas. So there's our first one that gets a chance at the 8th spot for freeze. Thomas. I don't know if there's more than one Thomas, but I know who you're claiming, but just in case. So 6 left in the baseball. One of those 7 final claims will get a free spot. So we'll chill here for a second while we get this filled up. Let me make sure none of these are from my room. These claims, I don't think they are. Welcome in, everyone. Slower start, slower day. We'll get there. I'm gonna double check this. I'll read off mini helmets too in a second here. But baseball is where we need the most work. Hola, Ila. Good luck to you and your Spurs tonight, game 1. Who's the home team? Probably San Antonio? Or is it the Knicks? I didn't even think about that. Who's got home court tonight? Is Rose available in baseball? He is not. He was one of the claims, one of the last few claims. I'll read those all off again. Spurs home team. Okay. So you got first 2 games at home. I'll read off baseball again a little bit. We still have 6 left there. As far as the mini helmet, this is our final 2 mini helmets. There are 4 spots left. There'll be a few solos as well. I think 4 solos on top of these. But I lowered it down to 17 spots. Let me start reading those names. These are 17 a spot. Pick one random 4. So you'll have 5 players. Available players left are Aaron Donald. I just saw Aaron Donald, but that was the bag. Yeah. Aaron Donald, Adrian Peterson, AJ Green, Andre Reed, Andrew Makuba, Antonio Gates, Ashton Genty, Bo Jackson, Bob Greasy, Brett Favre, Chad Johnson, Chris Olave, DeAndre Swift, Dan Marino, Darius Slade, Darren Sproles, Dave Robinson, Deion Sanders, DeMarcus Ware, Devin Hester, Devonta Smith, Des Bryant, Donnie Shell, Drake London, Earl Campbell, Eddie George, Edrin James, Emmett Smith, Eric Allen, Harold Fannin Jr., Hines Ward, Jason Witten, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Waddle, Jalen Noel, Javon Curse, Jim Kelly, J.J. McCarthy, John Elway, John Gruden, Jonathan Ogden, Jonathan Taylor, Jordan Love, Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson, Kurt Warner. If you're just jumping in, we need 4 of these claims still. 6 in baseball, 4 here. Kyle Menunde, Kyle Pitts, LaDainian Tomlinson, Lawrence Taylor, LaShawn McCoy, Marcus Allen, Marshall Falk, Mel Renfro, Michael Penix Jr., Michael Vick, Mike Sainristil, Mike Singletary, Nick Bosa, Odell Beckham Jr., Randy White, Ricky Williams. Randy White didn't. Oh no, we had Drew Pearson. Ricky Williams, Terrell Suggs, Terry Bradshaw, Terry McLaurin, Tony Dorsett, Travis Hunter, Travion Henderson, Tua Tagovailoa, Ty Law, Warren Moon, William Perry, Xavier Legette, and Zay Flowers. Okay, so we got a little bit of work here. I'm not going to skip ahead to the other stuff. We'll wait till these ones get filled up. Slower night for whatever reason, but we'll hang out and get these filled up. So 6 left in baseball, 4 left in mini, 1 left in East Coast, and then Big Al's, when we get there, has 6 left. So slowly but surely. Jonathan Tomlinson. Jonathan doing the heavy lifting here. Thank you. I know you're just trying to help, so I appreciate that. Mini, that's what I assumed. I guess he couldn't be defensive anyways. Okay, Suzuki for Brian. Ichiro. Let me get rid of both of those. Delete cells and shift up. Suzuki, who was it before? Frank Thomas, I got rid of that. Hunter, Brian. Not the mini. You already won mini spots, but this is regular. Josh Makuba, thank you. Good luck to you. Jason doing Don Mattingly. I always thought for sure we'd see a Mattingly ball, and we haven't yet in the last two cases. I think he's always semi-present in these, so not a bad claim at all. Hunter and Makuba. Andrew Makuba. And Travis Hunter. We're getting there slowly but surely. Don Mattingly. So let's update where we're at here. We needed 7 claims in baseball to close us. The 8th claim will be a freebie given to these last 7. There's still 4 left there to close that. I'll read that list here in a second. As far as mini helmets go, we have 1 name left to close this. 1 in East Coast, 1 in 4 in Gold Rush, and then Big Al's has 7 spots. We'll worry about that when we get there. This may be like a non-live fill Big Al's day, depending on numbers are low. So it just depends on if people are slow to get in or not showing up tonight. We'll figure that out when we get there. But first, few spots left in the baseball and the Gold Rush mini helmet. And then we can run East Coast randoms if no other claims there. But I'd rather not have $19 solos. I mean, it's fine. It's the same as what they are for 2, but you know what I'm saying. I'm going to read baseball off again because why not? 4 away. Okay. 4 will close this. The baseball are $13 claims if you're just jumping in now. These 3 plus the next 4 will all be entered in for a free shot at the 18th spot, so the 8th spot that's left. So 4 left at 13. You get 3 other players with them. The players that are left, if you already heard me read them, you can plug your ears. Barry Larkin, Ben Zobrist, Bill Mazeroski, Brendan Rodgers, Brian Reynolds, Carlos Correa, Carlos Martinez, Chipper Jones, Colson Montgomery, Kurt Schilling, Daniel Hudson, Don Larson, Edwin Diaz, Elias Diaz, Ellie De La Cruz, Fernando Tatis Jr., Fred McGriff, Gary Sheffield, Gleyber Torres, Hayden Birdsong, Hideki Matsui, Jackson Merrill, James Wood, Jared Kalenic, Jeff Bagwell, Jim Tomei, J.J. Weatherholt. I think his jersey was supposed to show up today. J.J. Weatherholt, Joe Morgan, Joe Torre, John Schmaltz, Jose Canseco, Juan Soto, Julio Rodriguez, Luis Robert, Manny Ramirez. 4 names to close this here still. Marcus Semien, Miguel Cabrera, Nico Horner, Noah Schultz, Noah Syndergaard, Nolan Arenado, O'Neill Cruz, Orlando Cepeda, Patrick Wisdom, Paul Molitor, Reggie Jackson, Robin Yount, Rod Carew, Rolly Fingers, Ryan Howard, Ryan Sandberg, Sammy Sosa, Sebastian Walcott, Shota Imanaga, Steve Garvey, Tim Anderson, Tony Perez, Walker Buehler, Walker Jenkins, and Yordan Alvarez. What's up, dude? They aren't on? Is your show already over?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it is. I swear.
How?
Because I started
Did you start from the middle?
A long time ago, yeah.
Okay. Okay, we gotta watch a different show for now. Mom's gone, Athens gone, you don't have a choice. You can check in an hour again. Thanks, dude. Thanks for listening. Okay, I'm going to grab a drink really quick, guys. We might be hanging out here for a second before we get any of these rolling. Racky will go 4th. Big Al's will go 5th, but we need to get these 3 filled up. East Coast, when I come back, if no takers there, I'll read these names, but if no takers, we'll just have 2 solos. 1 claim closes this here. That's Brock Faber, Cam Talbot, Cole Perfetti, Connor McMichael, Dawson Mercer, Elvis Merzlikins, Evander Kane, Jack Drury, Mark Recchi, Mark Scheifele, Matthew Kachuk, Mike Vernon, Miro Heiskanen, Owen Tippett, Rod Brindamore, Trent Frederick, Tyler Seguin, and Victor Hedman. So 1 claim there to close this, or we'll get 2 solos. I'm going to grab a water bottle really quick, and then we'll come back. 4 left here, 1 left here, 1 left here. We're really close, just a few claims away. There's not a lot hanging out right now. Give me a second. I'm going to type it too, just so. Just a second. case people got me muted. Guys tied the other night. What are we voting on? Wide receiver. There's only 12 votes though, so that could change pretty quick. Maybe it was. Maybe someone sent around a memo and said, "No Al tonight." Let's see here. Which would make sense. One left in Gold Rush Mini 2-box. Or not. Obi's going to close the mini. Thanks, Obi. I appreciate it. 4 left. I'll type this one. 4 left in Gold Rush Baseball. Okay, so let's run the mini. Let's run the randoms on the East Coast and Gold Rush, and then we'll try to get baseball filled up. After that, we can kind of roll through the majority of these and then get to Big Al's, and then we can see what lives look like if we have any tonight. Let me go back over here. Obi, got you with Elway. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good luck as well. I want to say we're still going to have 4 solos. Let's see. 17 times. I didn't remove one, did I? Makuba, Hunter, Tomlinson. I didn't remove Tomlinson. That's what it was. $72. So 17, 34, 68. There's going to be 4 solos for $4 after I run these guys. So let me do that. If you're just jumping in, a little bit slower start. We've got 4 names left in baseball. All 4 of them are going to be entered in for the freebie spot with the previous 3. I'm going to run East Coast randoms. We'll have 2 solos unless anyone wants the last main claim, and then we'll do. We'll start knocking some of these out. We are crawling right now. Okay, 7 times. Final 4 on the 7th roll will be $4 solos. My internet has been horrible today too, so hopefully that doesn't do the whole save your spot, pop out of it. Sane Ristil, Darius Slay, Ashton Genty, Jason Witten are our $4 solos. Final 4. Let's. I always do that. That's not where I want it. I want it over here, so I don't delete the mini spots. $17. I will read through these once we get to this break, but we're going to do East Coast and baseball first. Edrin James, where are you, Edge? Right there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Xavier Leggett down to here. I'm going to copy over these. Okay, I had Jason for Eli. You had Jason Witten. Jason just behind on Witten. Genty going to Dustin. And then Darius Slay, Mike Sainer still are our other. I'm going to lower those ones to $3 just because of the atmosphere here today. $3, Sainer still and Slay. Final solos. Baseball is our only thing we have to fill. There's 4 spots left. I'm going to read through those names one more time, a third time here in a second, since we've got more showing up. East Coast, I'm going to run unless anybody wants me to hold a spot for them to claim the last spot and get a random. If not, we're going to have 2 solos at $19. Same still for Josh. Thanks, Josh. So Just do so I don't get confused. Just do all these at 3. Witten, Genty, Sainer Still, and Slayer all $3, not 4. If you already paid, you can use it for something else. Take it off something else. $3 for all of them. Slays 3. Last chance here to claim a full spot in the East Coast. This is our final 2-boxer. We'll have 1 box left on Monday. And then hopefully we'll have a new series by then. If not, we'll fill them with something else. Dustin taking Zobrist. Thanks, Dustin. Well, if you're just jumping in, which I've already said a bunch of times, there are, where were we? 3 spots left in the baseball. The 4th spot that's available will be given to one of these final 7 claims. So these 4 that I've already claimed, plus whoever claims the next 3, I'll random your names. Top name will get to pick the last player for free. Yeah. In hockey, last chance for a full claim. If not, we're going to have 2 solos. There's Brock Faber for the Wild, Cam Talbot for the Red Wings, Cole Perfetti for the Jets, Connor McMichael for the Capitals, Dawson Mercer for the Devils, Elvis Merzlikins, Blue Jackets, Evander Kane, Canucks, Jack Drury, Hurricanes, Mark Recchi, Penguins, Mark Scheifele, Jets, Matthew Tkachuk, Panthers, Mike Vernon, Flames, Miro Heiskanen, Stars, Owen Tippett, Flyers, Rod Brindamore, Hurricanes, Trent Frederick, Oilers, Tyler Seguin, Stars, and Victor Hedman, Lightning. So I'll give that a second here. Ben Zobrist is gone. I'm going to read through the list again. We need 3 more there. We're getting there. Okay, I'm going to run these. We're going to have 2 solos for East Coast at $19 a piece. We're down to only 34 names, so I hope everyone knows that the reason the price is going up is because the claims are coming down and the cost of the boxes remain the same. So I have to even it out, obviously. Can't stay at the lower price the whole time when we have less claims. Final 2 on the 7th will be $19 solos. There's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Merzlikins and Scheifele, both great names. Blue Jackets and Jets. Merzlikins and Scheifele are our $19 solos. Okay, and then I'm going to read through the baseball names. We've got 3 left there. As soon as that's full, we'll start with baseball. We'll go to East Coast. We'll go to Gold Rush. We'll do Racky. We'll do Big L's. I've not mentioned it really yet, but there's still 7 spots left in Big L's. 4-box, full size. It's an in-type break, so just letting me know you want a spot is good enough. 7 will close us. We'll look and see what live fills look like depending on where we're at when that comes around. I'd like to do a 2-box Big Al's, a rad key, and some licensed jerseys like we normally do, but we'll let time tell us what we're going to do. Okay, crawling. This is our final baseball, guys. Last one. 3 claims will close us. The 4th claim will be a freebie given to one of these last 7 spots. Jason taking Elvis. Gotcha, Jason. I love Merzlikins' jersey. Okay. 3 more baseball names at $13 a piece. I'm going to read through them one more time. I apologize, guys. I know some of you have already heard it a couple times. Barry Larkin, Bill Mazeroski, Brendan Rodgers, Brian Reynolds, Carlos Correa, Carlos Martinez, Chipper Jones, Colson Montgomery, Kurt Schilling, Daniel Hudson, Don Larson, Edwin Diaz, Elias Diaz, Ellie De La Cruz, Fernando Tatis Jr., Fred McGriff, Gary Sheffield, Gleyber Torres, Hayden Birdsong, Hideki Matsui, Jackson Merrill, James Wood, Jared Kalenic, Jeff Bagwell, Jim Tomei, J.J. Weatherholt, Joe Morgan, Joe Torre, John Schmaltz, Jose Canseco, Juan Soto, Julio Rodriguez, Luis Robert, Manny Ramirez, Marcus Semien, Miguel Cabrera, Nico Horner, Noah Schultz, Noah Syndergaard, Nolan Arenado, O'Neill Cruz, Orlando Cepeda, Patrick Wisdom, Paul Molitor, Reggie Jackson, Robin Yount, Rod Carew, Rolly Fingers, Ryan Howard, Ryan Sandberg, Sammy Sosa, Sebastian Walcott, Shota Imanaga, Steve Garvey, Tim Anderson, Tony Perez, Walker Buehler, Walker Jenkins, and Yordan Alvarez. 3 spots will close us on this, and then I'll run the random and get a free spot that person can claim. Hopefully they're here when I run it. That would be either John, Brian, Jason, Dustin, or whoever claims these next 3 will get a chance at the last spot for free. We'll chill here for a second. I'm going to check the Facebook page just in case. I should just shut down comments, but I don't. I don't think there's anything here. Better safe than sorry, though. Reggie. Welcome in, guys. We got two guesses like we always do. One of them requires you to type. That is the Defensive Player of the Year award winner. It's in the gold bag. If you get it right, you get $10 to use it. The other one is the bounty. If you guys get the bounty together as a team, one of you guys will win a mini for free tonight. Greg will take another in spot. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it. Reminds me of that meme. What's his face? I can't think of his name. I made a post today for jerseys, and I should have done it tomorrow because I'm getting a ton of messages and I haven't been able to respond to everyone. Not very smart of me. 6 left here, 3 left here. Shifley and Slay available as solos. Slay can go unsold if no one wants them. That's fine. We'll wait for Shifley and lower the price if we need to. In an attempt to close baseball, I'm going to lower these last 3 down to $10, and then we'll do the last baseball. We will have a juice case coming up soon. I enjoy the juice, but maybe we'll rethink baseball stuff. I'll take Canseco and McGriff. Thanks, Bill. So those I had lowered it to 10, so 10 each on those. And then Reggie, that closes us. The last spot will be a freebie spot going to those last 7 claims. Thanks for being patient, guys, and helping. I appreciate it. So Bill, B, Canseco, and McGruff, and then Jason T, Reggie Jackson. Okay, this last spot will be a freebie spot. Well, let's get moving. Fred McGriff. Fred. Jose Canseco. I like Jose Canseco too, and Reggie Jackson claims. I like them all. We're going to have some solos here as well. But before I do that, I need to get the last claim. Don't get ahead of yourself, Al. 7 names there. Jonathan R., Brian, Jason, Dustin, Bill B, Jason T. Those 7 spots I'm going to run right now. 7 rolls. The top spot on 7 gets to pick the last name, and then we'll do the randoms. And we'll have 1 solo, I believe, or 2. So 7 times. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Brian W., you are the top spot on this, which means you get the free spot. I've marked it as paid already. You had claimed Suzuki Ichiro to help us get closed. You get this last spot. You can pick any one of those names. If you need me to read through them, I can. If you know one that you like and you can see it, let me know, and I'll mark you down for it. And hopefully you're still here, Brian. Then we'll run randoms. Then we'll get the baseball going. Then we'll do East Coast minis, Radke, and Big L. Sorry for the wait, guys. Alvarez, you got Jordan Alvarez. Whew, we did it. Okay, 55 names. Trying to think. 18, 36, 54. 1 solo, I believe. I forgot who you picked. Thank you. Thanks for helping us close, all you guys, even those that claimed earlier. I appreciate it. Baseball at times can be a quick closer. Lately, it's been a little slower. So I'll evaluate that. I do like doing a couple baseballs a week since we don't really pay attention to baseball, but we'll try the juiced series as well, and that should be fun, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's run randoms here. One solo left. It'll be a $3 solo that pops up on the 7th roll. And then we'll get rolling. If you're just jumping in, do the poll and get your guess out for Defensive Player of the Year. We'll see how tonight goes as far as live fills as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Our $3 solo is Nolan Arenado. $3 solo is Arenado. Dustin and Jason right after. Dustin was just a little ahead of you. Appreciate you guys. We're full. So now you guys get to listen to me read them again so you know who your randoms are. I'll do last names when I can instead of full names. Last player left, and just a quick update on everything left. Darius Slay is available in the minis for $3. Mark Scheifele is available in the East Coast jersey, which is coming up for $19. Fanatics Premium for the Jets. And then Racky's full. Big Al's has 6 spots left. That'll be our final break, so we'll hang out till that one fills. And then we'll look at live fills. Okay, in the baseballs. Good luck, everyone. I did have, that's partially my fault as well. Ken Griffey was claimed with a junior comment, which is his nickname, but I get it. There's other juniors, so that could go either way. I decided to say Chris got the junior claim. Whenever this happens, and it's kind of a thing where I bend the rules, I always take care of the other person. So if Griffey comes out, I'm going to have to buy another Griffey. And I said I would. If you can avoid doing stuff where it's, harder to tell, great, but that's never your guys' intention, and I know that. It's just his nickname. So, but there are multiple juniors. So that's my fault. I should have clarified, but they were bang bang, and it makes it hard in that. Just unlucky, I should say. Kyle, got you. Thank you. 5 left in Big L's. Okay. In the baseball, Christie, you have Mantle, Bagwell, Fingers, Merrill, DiMaggio, Matsui, Edwin Diaz, and Torre, Griffey, De La Cruz, Sandberg, and Julio Rodriguez. Michael D., Aaron, Larkin, Garvey, and Cruz. Nick F., Vlad, Walcott, Elias Diaz, and Ramirez. Bob, you've got Trout, Carew, Hudson, and Sheffield. Brad, you've got Ted Williams, Chipper, Sosa, Molitor, Seaver, Morgan, Schilling, and Wood. Larry V., you have Ryan, Tatis, Cepeda, and Rogers. Jonathan R., Rose, Schultz, Birdsong, Jenkins, Thomas, Bueller, Perez, and Schmaltz. Brian W., Suzuki, Howard, Horner, and Correa down below for the freebie spot. You had Alvarez, Anderson, Syndergaard, and Brian Reynolds. Jason T., Mattingly, Weatherholt, Robert, Tomei, Reggie Jackson, Soto, Mazeroski, and Yunt. Dustin, you had Zobrist, Simeon, Imanaga, Martinez, and Arenado as a solo claim. And Bill B., you had Canseco, Glaber, Montgomery, Larson, McGriff, Cabrera, Wisdom, and Kalenic. Okay, let's close this. First break happening in 40 minutes. Sorry, guys. We'll start here. We'll do East Coast next. We'll do minis after that. Racky after that. Big Al's final 5 spots left there to close this, and then we'll look at live fills. Final baseball. I've enjoyed this case. Let's see what we get for our final one. I'd love to get a pictured headline on the last one. Final ball. Thanks for joining me, guys, tonight. Probably just regular weekend breaks tomorrow, but I'll look at that tonight too. If it's a slow night, slow week, we may adjust. My wife is also gone today, tomorrow, Friday. So I've been running around with my head cut off today. I think this is the right direction it is. Okay, here we go. Final ball. Good luck, all. 3, 2, 1. feel like I should know that one. Let's pull it out and get a better look. Name will be on the back, but anyone recognize? Almost looks like it says Jim Kelly, but it doesn't, obviously. Something with a Y at the end. Anybody recognize that name? Oh, it could be a Z instead of a Y. I kind of see John Schmaltz there. I don't know what his signature looks like, but I can see that being written in there as well. It looks like a J at the start. Any guesses before I cheat and look at the back of the thing? Baseball's not my top thing. I'm trying to not get a glare that shows reflection, but it's not really. There we go. Oh, is that Don? Is it Mattingly? That might be. I can see that too with a Y at the end. 3, 2, 1. It's not. It's John. I saw both the names. Obi was right. Guess it. I could see both those names written in there. I think I know what Don's looked like, but that looked like it kind of had a lot of letters and ending in the Y. John Schmaltz is correct. Obi guessed it. He was right. John Schmaltz, Braves pitcher, one of the guys that, when I always say I kind of liked baseball as a kid, I liked the Braves. One of the names I kind of recognize. Let me find John Schmaltz. Not claimed. So I don't think he's a pitchered headliner. I'm not sure if we hit a pitchered in that case. Maybe we did earlier and I just forgot. John Schmaltz. Not in the first line. Not in the second line. I only read his name 7 times, so there it is. The Frank Thomas claim, Jonathan R., Frank Thomas, Bueller, Perez, and Schmaltz. Schmaltz going to Jonathan. Nice hit. I saw both those names when you guys said it. That is, in fact, not a Y. That is just a TZ. Schmaltz. It's a fun hit. Pitcher. We'll leave it out for now. Congrats. Okay, let's keep it rolling, guys. We're down to East Coast now. Congrats, Jonathan. I should give equally amount of time of congratulations as it took us to fill it. I'm not great at helping with that either. So East Coast time. We're coming down to the end of this series, guys. It's been a fun series, up and down. So we've hit probably the biggest jersey in the series. There's another Gretzky. I'm hoping we've got him in these final 3. Tons of pitchered headliners. I made a promise again that if we don't hit a pitchered from the last 5, I'll give away a jersey from someone that joins these last 3 breaks, right? Monday, Wednesday, and then Monday again. We did not hit a pitchered on Monday, so we've got a chance here with 2. Mark Scheifele is our final random left to close us. I'm going to drop him down to 16 instead of 19, just for time's sake. I'm going to read off your claims. Nick, you had Larkin and Seguin. Jonathan R., Roenick, Forsberg, Vernon, and McMichael. Daryl, Jarvis, and Mercer. Larry V., Vasilevsky, Perfetti, Hull, and Recchi. Dylan, you had Gensel and Tippett. Brian W., you've got Yossi, Kachuk, Askarov, Faber, Ojic, and Hedman. James, you have Hasek and Kane. Jason T., Sundin, and Talbot. Daryl, you have Belfour and Brindamore. Look at that. You got Brindamore as a Ram. That's meant to be. Brian W., Hoglander and Heiskanen. Jonathan R., Dostal and Drury. Dylan G., Wolf and Frederick. Jason, you claimed Merzlikins as a solo. Scheifele is our final solo for 16. Then we're good to go. I'm going to roll these numbers and get the top 2, which will leave us with 1 final jersey for Monday. We'll do a solo box, so price will be half. My guess is around 20. Pick one random one style. There'll be even less claims to claim, but we'll do 1 boxer. Let's go up here. Share this. 7 times to get our top 2 numbers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 48 and 41, leaving 18 for last. So 48, 41. We're waiting on Scheifele, $16 claim, and then we're good to go. I'm not taking much back. Minis will both be done. These will both be done. You put away the only item. Box 18. Daryl Shifley, Jeff just after with I will take. Sorry, I got Daryl with Shifley. Daryl, what's up, man? You know what? I had a little, like, not a heart attack, but I thought, oh, I missed it because I saw something about like noon today, or maybe it wasn't noon. It was. I thought I missed the break, but I think that was the solo claim. Jeff can have if he wants. Okay, Daryl does have a few spots already. Jeff, if you want the Shifley spot, Daryl was just trying to help us close, so totally up to you. Daryl had it first, so if you want to pass and let Daryl take, that's great. But if you want it, he's saying I was just trying to help close. Anyways, I don't think you're breaking until Friday. Daryl, is that right? So Jeff, is that a yes? You'll take Shifley for 16. I lowered it from 19 to 16 on this final one. Friday, okay. It's yours, Jeff, if you will take. Yes, okay. Good luck. We'll do a solo box on the other one on Monday, and then we'll probably start a new series Wednesday. If not, it'll be probably the next Monday after that if we don't have it in time. Next up will be our 2-box minis. Then we'll do Racky. Both are full besides the sleigh, but I don't know if that doesn't sell, no big deal. 5 left in Big Al's, and then we'll do some live fills tonight. All right. Good luck, all. No pictured here means we got 1 shot left at a pictured, or I give another freebie away. That'd be 4 jerseys I'm giving away from 1 series. 41. I need to be checking my phone too. My daughter's with friends and they came and picked her up. I'll make sure they didn't text me to say, what do we do with her? Just leave her on the corner. Anyways, nothing yet. I'll check in a little bit. Okay, good luck, all. Thanks for sticking with it on this series too. We'll have a new series. I'm excited about the new one. I want to say he maybe sent me a list today, and I just haven't opened it yet. Bunch of a little less top heavy, so I think there's going to be some fun stuff to go after. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I love that jersey. Yeah, deep series. The next one should be love that. Next one should be fun. I'm excited for it. Great. This is the Blasty jersey too. And wasn't this just claimed live? Yeah, Dylan said I'll claim Wolf if he's there. Dylan, that's a great jersey. Is it him? It is. It's a great hit. Fanatics Premium. Another guy that probably could be one of the lower end pictured headliners. Obviously, he doesn't match up to Howe and Ovi and Gretzky and that kind of stuff, but he's a young talent. I think he could be on the pictured headliner, especially on this jersey. Yeah, they're awesome. Such a nice jersey. I spent a long time chasing one of these too, maybe 6 months ago, and I finally got one as well. It's huge patches, so I don't know how to hold this without. Blasty alternate. Great hit. Dustin Wolf. I think this is the second one we've hit. I want to say Brian hit one a few series back as well. Such a nice jersey. Wolf. He has a little in his signature. I mean, just talking about retired guys, that looks a little bit like Russell Wilson's signature to me. And I saw he officially retired today, even though they said he was broadcasting the day before. Dylan, congrats. That's a great jersey, great hit. Dustin Wolf. Did he have a rough year this year? Yeah, I still think he's talented. He had a great, he had a better year the year before, right? I don't want to say he's young, but he was like a rookie-ish, but he was like an old rookie, right? Great hit. Rookie of the year finalist the year before, yeah. It's kind of like, who's the other goalie this year that's rookie-ish that Was Dobish a rookie this year for you, Daryl, from Montreal? Box 48. Next up is Gold Rush Minis. Close the poll, close the guesses. I don't know if Dobish is a rookie or second year. Yes, that's what I thought. Ooh, okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's a picture. Finally, I don't have to come through with a promise, huh? Beautiful jersey. This is Winter Classic, I believe, or Stadium Series. I think it's Winter Classic. Number 71, pictured headliner on the middle row. That is Dylan Larkin. Larkin, I think, was the first claim today. It was Nick. Nick hitting Larkin. I know he signed a few of these, or I know East Coast had a few. I don't think we'll see these much longer. Yeah, and a few were not there at the start, and that's how it goes sometimes. I think even when you're on your best game, you can claim it the best of them anyway, so I don't know that would have mattered, but some of you guys sometimes are really fast. Sometimes the post gets hung up and you can't claim. I know I have the same feeling in other rooms. Larkin, Hockey Town. I believe it's Winter Classic, right? Doesn't say here. I'll look at it. I'm almost positive it's Winter Classic. Great hit. Love the logo too. It's like more detailed of a Red Wings logo. Love the old style C patch too. Like a elbow patch type. It's a great hit. 2 great jerseys there. Those 2 alone made me happy. I mean, all 4 that we've hit so far, I'm glad we bought the last 5. Richter, Sorokin, Larkin, and Wolf. And we could have another picture in that final one too. I'm glad we got the last 5. All great names, or that we gave it a shot. Nick, congrats. Those that did not hit, I'm sorry. Hopefully you hit the final one on Monday. Congrats to you two, Dylan and Nick. Just so I don't go crazy. It says it's an alternate Fanatics, but I'm pretty sure that's... Pretty sure that's Winter Classic. It is. Okay. All right, time to move on to football, guys. Get rid of 41, 48. We are essentially done with that series minus 1 box. That was a long series. Let's move over to minis. So I did buy a new case of the new series minis. There's will be a locked Brady on that too, but it's a specialty instead of a VSR4. I'm excited about that. I always feel like we got a shot of pulling a Brady mini, and we still do tonight. But new series there, new juice series. So we'll kind of update a few of these ones that we're going for. These are the last 2 minis. Slay is our last solo for 3. If he goes unsold, no big deal. We can leave him unsold. I'll read off the lines. I'll try to do it quick as well. We'll do Rad Key after that, Big Owls after that, and then we'll look at Light Fills tonight. I'd like to try 2-boxer, a Rad Key, and some jerseys. But if we don't do them all, no big deal. In the mini helmet, Christy, you've got, if Josh sent you the new list, remember, can you send it to me? Yeah, for sure. Will you just send me a messenger right now, Daryl? Even though I have 45 unread, you'll be up at the top, just to remind me. I'll go find it tonight. I saw a message that started with Connor McDavid, so I'm assuming he was sending me a list, but I could be wrong. But shoot me a message so I remember. Yeah, I could do it now, but I'm already behind tonight, and I don't want to forget. And you know how I forget. I told Daryl I'm going to remind him about the 2-boxer every time, and I never do because I'm horrible. Chris, you got Barry Sanders, Warren Moon, Jordan Love, Kyle Pitts, Kurt Warner, Chad, Caleb Williams, Jonathan Taylor, Ty Law, Tony Dorsett, Ricky Williams. Nick F, you got Harrison, Olave, Odell Beckham Jr., Hines Ward, and Terry Bradshaw. It's James Harrison. I just watched a documentary on James Harrison today, a little short one. Obi, you had Alshon Jeffrey, Randy White, John Gruden, Michael Vick, Mel Renfro. Ela, you've got Namath, Waddle, Shell, DeMarcus Ware, Darren Sproles, Joe Burrow, Bob Greasy, Lawrence Taylor, Nick Bosa, Marcus Allen. Jason Elliott, Fred Warner, Bo Jackson, Dave Robinson, Chad Johnson, and Drake London. Hila from the minis. You got Peyton Manning, Earl Campbell, Des Bryant, Jalen Noel, Michael Penix, Derrick Henry, Tua Tagovailoa, Deion Sanders, Eric Allen, and DeAndre Swift. Ooh, Larry, you got Flutie, Perry, Eddie, George, Travion Henderson, AJ Green, Chad Dent, Josh Allen, Jim Kelly, Terrell Suggs, Jonathan Ogden. Brian W. from the minis. You had Breeze, Favre, McCarthy, Singletary, and JSN. Jonathan R., you had the run and shoot. Dan Marino, Marshall Falk, Javon Curse, Zay Flowers, Tomlinson, Emmett Smith, Aaron Donald, Antonio Gates, Devonta Smith. Brian W., you had Travis Hunter, Devin Hester, Jaden Daniels, Chris Johnson, Adrian Peterson. Josh G., you had Andrew Makuba, Terry McLaurin, Andre Reed, Harold Fenton Jr., and LaShawn McCoy. Obi, you had Elway, Justin Jefferson, Edrin James, Xavier Leggett. Nice random for you there, Obi. Kyle Monungai. Josh G., you had Sainristil, Dustin, you had Genty, Jason Witten went to Gila. Darius Slay is our final solo for 3. If we want him, you can claim him. If not, he'll stay unsold. 5 and 8 are our boxes. I'll make sure, but that's all that I have left. Let's open these. Racky up next. 5, even though, I mean, it's 5. That's my handwriting. And 8. Okay, good luck, all. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Oh, poll and guesses. Poll's going to close because it's not too close. You guys are going wide receiver. Even though Jason told you not to do it, you did it. He said it was a tight on there tonight. Let's see who's right. The majority of the room. You guys are going wide receiver. I'm going to highlight that. Last chance against a Defensive Player of the Year award winner. I'm going to open that now. I have not paid attention to see if anyone got it right. But we will see. If you get this guess right, you have $10 to use tonight. We've had about an hour to guess. Don't know how many of you guessed, but I can't scroll up to the top anymore. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Gold slate, non-logoed backside. 1 of 2 teams. Well, I'll tell you that. There's a bunch of guesses on the one team, and that's part of the reason why I thought of doing this. This is not the Browns Defensive Player of the Year 2-time winner that just got traded to the Rams. We talked about him yesterday. This is a Steelers Defensive Player of the Year award winner in Troy Polamalu. Anybody guess Polamalu? On a slate, this is not a PC item. This is a series helmet at some point once another Troy comes out. If he's in there, I don't know. Back at certified Troy Polamalu. Did anybody guess Troy? If you did, you've got $10 to use tonight. I don't know that anybody did, though. Usually I see it on the side of my eye and think, they got it. But I didn't see any Troys. I could be wrong, though, so please let me know if you guessed it. Nobody guessed Troy? All right. All right, Obi's thinking I should have guessed Troy. Too many guys to guess. It's hard. Okay, now we can open. You guys are going wide receiver. Nobody got the credit on this one. We're on our final 2 minis. Show me 2 specialties here. Come on. I think we'll get one classic and 1 specialty is my guess. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Starting with a specialty. Maybe we'll get 2. Lunar Eclipse. I'm trying to not show you the label, but pull it out here. You may have seen it. I didn't even see it, but man, it's not really focusing very great today, is it? Lunar Eclipse for the Dallas Cowboys on the mini. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's the name that I decided to talk about too, isn't it? When I said, didn't he already hit? But he didn't. It was Drew Pearson. Okay, that is Randy White. That's a name we don't see all that often anymore. We used to see him. Cool. We saw him a few times with RSA and Schwartz and Gold Rush when we did more Gold Rush. Randy White, Beckett certified Lunar for the Cowboys. That's a cool one. Brandon Aubrey would be cool, Thomas. Thomas, I did finally respond to you. I saw you emailed me today. I'm assuming you emailed me before, and I just saw this one, but I sent you a message back. Let me see who had Randy. Randy White. Who do I stop? Oh, it's right there. First random on the Alshon Jeffrey claim. Obi, Randy White. After I just said you should have guessed Troy, you got the hit on Randy White. Nice hit, Obi. Randy White, lunar eclipse for the Dolphins, for the Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys. You did okay. Sorry for the delay on that, Thomas. Box 8, mini number 2. Are we going to go back-to-back specialties, or are we going to stay or go back to classic? I said one classic, one specialty. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I would be wrong. We're going double lunar today. I'm going to put this down here. This could be a bunch of different guys on lunar. Bunch of different guys this could be. Good luck, everyone. Final mini from this 12-boxer. Chargers Lunar Eclipse. 3, 2, 1. It's a smooth-looking Antonio Gates. I like that one. I like that Antonio Gates. Lunar Chargers Gates. Let me find Gates. Also not claimed. Where are you, Gates? Not first, not second. Third, Antonio Gates is on the Tomlinson line, so 2 Chargers there. Emmitt Smith, Donald, and Devonta Smith, Jonathan R. Tomlinson and Gates as a random double Charger line gets you the Gates. Congrats. That's Randy White, Cowboys Lunar, and Antonio Gates, Chargers Lunar. Yeah, but even then, Thomas, I need to be better at reading emails. I don't check that email as much as my work email, my personal email, so. Little box left in there. Congrats, you two, Obi and Jonathan, hitting Gates and Randy White. Okay, let's keep it going. It is time for Radke. Radke. Okay, and Steve, if you're here, Dustin did buy Tampa. You probably saw it, but I got a mention. Oh, it's saying I was mentioned, but that was a mention from 9 hours ago. Facebook's doing Facebook things. 27 minutes sent me a notification from 9 hours ago that I never saw. Good grief. Okay, Radke time. Steve, you did sell Dustin Tampa Bay. Dustin, if they don't hit, and I tagged you on that, you can send me a box of you know what we've been talking about. I always hesitate to tag people in available spots. I want people to find them organically, but I know you've been after Tampa, so. Anyways, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. They're all out of order, but it's there. Box of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. That's code word, right? Okay, Ty, you've got Philadelphia, Tennessee. Bill S., Chicago, Atlanta. Greg, Miami, New England. Bill S., Green Bay, Houston. Jonathan R., Detroit, and Las Vegas. Tim, you have Denver. You sold your random to Brad. That's Cincy. Same here. Dallas for Tim and Jets for Brad. Jonathan R., you had Minnesota and Seattle. Greg, Rams, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, and Arizona. Brian W., you had New Orleans, Chargers, Jacksonville, and Cleveland. Steve, you had Kansas City. You sold Dustin, Tampa Bay. And David L., you had Washington, Giants, Baltimore, Carolina, Buffalo, and Indy. Let's get our boxes going here. Big Al's up after this. There are a few spots left to close this, and then we'll do hopefully a couple live fills tonight. There's 1, 2, 3. Top name or top number on the 7th roll. 5, 6, and 7. Box 6, right down the middle. Should be in the middle of the stack as well. Box 6. Tight end and other. Jason was right so far. Isn't Randy White a defensive lineman? Defensive tackle. Who did I get majorly wrong on Monday? What player was that I said was a wide receiver and he was a safety? Kenny Houston, right? Ooh, I'll never let that one down. We got 2 others. It's okay. It's all right. Here comes the receivers. Box 6. Big Al's up after this. 5 spots left to close this, unless I forgot to fill one out. Box 6, right. Sweatshirt just fell in there. Hold on. Check one more time here. Let me just send a text to this parent that's. And won't be able to check. After that, or thanks so much. Your local deadbeat dad. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. My wife abandons me, and then all hell breaks loose. Box 6. Good luck, everyone. Give me a cool specialty here. Come on. Cool specialty, please. Give me an amp or a rare flat white, flat black. We don't ever see those in the wild anymore. Very little. Give me one of those. Come on. I'm right. Everybody owes me $1. Doll hair. $1. Doll hair. Ooh. Well, I was wrong. But 3, 2, 1. We got another one. It's your favorite. We got a retro, and this is another team we haven't seen. This one looks nice. I'll tell you that much. Man, that thing looks pretty. Denver Broncos retro. You guys like the front side better. I don't know if Denver has the D or the horse's head. I don't think if this is throwback on the retro, which like the Patriots have the throwback. Broncos. Who had Denver? Red key. Denver was Tim. The font of ground. I really like them. I think it maybe depends on the color, but I get why some people don't like them. But this one looks nice. Teal with orange looks a little better than teal with other colors. Maybe that's what it is in the blue. What do we got here? 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. It's the D Bronco. That is nice. A little bit of a fold here on the front thing. I don't know if you can hair dry that. People do it. I don't dare to do it. I'll like burn the helmet up into flames. Bo Nix. That's a great hit. Bo Nix. It's been a little bit. There was a time where we saw a bunch of Bo Nixes. His value hasn't gone down since then. Maybe even up a little bit. But Bo Nix, number 10, Denver Broncos retro on the Beckett rep. It's a great hit. Tim, congrats, man. Quarterback, not a wide receiver. Quarterback's making a little bit of a comeback. Hair dryer and some pressure. Do you have to, if you do that, Bill? Cheetos have been upgraded. Yeah, I know. Right when I pulled Denver, I was like, that's just as bad. It's just as bad as Tampa. If you do the hair dryer, do you have to like pull the outside, or does it kind of just move the whole thing a little bit? Like, does it reposition the whole label a little bit so then you can? I swear I'd mess it up. I've got the box behind me, Bill, to open my. I still haven't done it. I like to. I'm letting this suspense build. I saw the front though, and it looks fantastic. I'm not saying what it is because we're gonna do a guess on it. Okay, quarterback. Tim, congrats, nice hit. Bo Nix. Okay, it's time for Big Al's, guys. We don't have teams yet because we still have to run the random because we're still a little bit short. For one that size, lift the front slightly and smooth it out. Heat it up first, and it will come up easy. And does it re-stick pretty good after, or does it make it a little more easy for it to kind of come loose? I feel like I just jacked that thing up. Okay, we are to Big Al's full size random night. We have 25 spots claimed. Remember, you can ignore these. We're going to random the teams when we get there. There are 5 main spots left. As soon as those get claimed, we'll run the randoms and you'll have teams. But until then, we'll hang out. Liefeld will come after this. We'll try a couple. And then we will do, I think we'll do some weekend breaks tomorrow. We'll drop some. Unless I change my mind tonight. But we're 4 or 5. I'm going to type it in here. 5 spots left in Big Al full size 4-boxer 43 random teams. Let's see if they responded to me or not. I don't think so. Bill's gotten in. Thanks, Bill. Good luck to you. Four spots left, and then we'll run the teams. So no, it is not San Francisco, Seattle, Tampa, and Washington. There's just 4 ins left, and then we'll run the randoms. I guess enough time's passed that I can check the score. I don't know if people are recording it or not, but is NHL again tomorrow? It is. NBA. Whew. Okay. All right. Nice. It's an 8-point lead. That's only 19 points in the first quarter, huh? The new NBA, 19 points is like half a quarter. Jason, I got you. Thank you. Good luck to you. Four spots left to close this. You'll get Chicago. You might. Or your favorite Jacksonville. 3 spots left. We'll get rolling. I think we'll likely try a 2-box next. Pick one random one. If it doesn't fill, we'll skip ahead. But I think we can maybe get there. You know what I realized? I've got my 20-year reunion on Saturday. I didn't sign up for RSVP. My wife's gonna make me though. She was the next year after me, but Elliot, I've got you on one of the randoms. Thank you. Good luck to you. 2 spots left. How many of you guys went to? Not as a diss. Like Jason, you're older than me, Jason. Did you go to your 20-year reunion? Any of you guys go to your 20-year reunion? I was talking to my friend the other day. He's like, all right, I'm going to ask ChatGPT if I should go to it. And all the questions, if you answered yes, you should go. If you answered no, you shouldn't go. I answered no to every single question. No. I feel like I talked to the people I want to talk to already. You know? Didn't do 25th either. Yeah, I keep saying I want to go, and all my friends are getting mad at me. Mine's coming up in 6 weeks. Yeah, mine's literally in a couple days. See a lot of these every day, small town. Yeah, I've had the same best friends since middle school and elementary, high school. So I talk to them all the time. Every day we talk. Kids hang out, all that stuff. So I don't really see the benefit other than just being being nice. Dustin, I'll go if you go. Everyone's dying to see you. 2 spots left. They're dying. One is the local vet. You taking your animals to him? Getting close. 2 left. You're out of the country, Herc. 3 in jail, I think 4 or 5 dead. Jeez Louise. I'm sure I'll end up being forced to go to it, but this will be my 30th, but I don't think my class is having one. Yeah, sometimes I don't do it. And I think people say, oh, you miss out. You'll have fun if you go to it. And I get that. But I'm kind of I don't really care for social aspect stuff. I really don't. Two spots left to close us. If these were teams and they were hard to sell teams, I would discount the last few, but everybody's trying to go after the teams they want with a random here, so we'll wait a second until this one fills. Just checking my stuff, guys. Who's rooting for who? Who wants Thunder? Who wants the Knicks? I think there's quite a few Knicks fans in the group. I don't really care. I think I'm slightly rooting for not Thunder, sorry, Spurs and Knicks. I think I'm slightly rooting for the Spurs because I'm a Western Conference guy, but I don't think I really care. I used to hate the Spurs, so I don't really get why I'm rooting for them. But I am. Brian, I got you. Thank you. 1 spot left to close us, and then we'll get going. Ela says, Spurs, go. I bet you're having fun. My close group of friends from high school still chat, so I'm not worried. Yeah, that's what I mean. Go get some catered food from there and talk to people I don't really care about. I care more about, which is very little. Jay, Broncos lid was pulled. I don't know if I've had your input on this. Jay, do you like the new retros? This is a new retro. I'm not doing this to torture you. Try to get you one of these eventually, but Broncos retro. What do you think? You don't like the tech side. I think you told me that last time. I just can't remember who says what. Wemby's a freak of nature. It's like a cheat code. So I'm sure at some point in his career I'll want him to stop winning and stop being good. Still don't have a bow lid. Yeah, they come out a little less often now. All right, guys. One spot left. Assassin gunfights in the halls. Yeah, that's a new thing though, right? Like the last 5 years, cops here have said don't do that because some of those squirt guns look like real guns and they cause them issues. Zach, you'll take a spot. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you. That closes us. Gross Point Blank. Yeah, I never did that. Okay, we are full, guys. You will stay in the order that you claim, just like we would on Facebook. Facebook's been weird. I'm sorry, I can't tag you guys on there more than once, so I just don't tag at all. I don't know if that's hurting or helping. It won't let me edit on Facebook on my computer, just on the phone now, which it used to be reversed, and you can't tag more than once on a phone. So it's kind of weird. Assassin Fights 3. It's like that show Tag. Anyways, we're going to copy these, run this 7 times, paste them here, and then reorganize them. So let's do that. Let's go over here. Share this tab, please. Again, like I said last Wednesday night, because this is happening, never seen it. It's too funny. Which one? Tag or Gross Point Blank? I've not seen Gross Point Blank if that's a movie. I have seen Tag. That wasn't that great, but it was okay. Ooh, I was going to ask you, Eric, about a movie that I was going to buy last night. I thought to myself, that's just kind of weird. John Q. I've not seen that one. I haven't. There's another one. I need you guys to just make me a list. 7 times. Houston on top, Cleveland on bottom. There was a movie I wanted to watch last night, and then my wife got busy and had to answer a phone call, and because her team left today. Anyways, we didn't watch it. But I wanted to ask Eric if he's seen it because I guarantee he has. Whoops, share this. Houston on top, Cleveland on bottom. So Zach, you had Cleveland, Greg, Houston. When I redo these, it should keep you where you're at. What is the movie? Oh, really? No, the movie that we were going to watch last night had Orlando Bloom in it. That's all I remember. Oh, Kingdom of Heaven, about the Crusades and stuff. Have you seen that? I'm assuming you have. Cleveland, Zach, Houston, Greg. So we stayed the same. We're good to go. Let's look at this list. I will give you guys time to trade or sell. Hey, you didn't get Chicago, Jason, but you were 1 spot off. Sorry, I'll give you guys time to trade before we actually rip this, since this is just barely happening now. Kyle, Arizona, New York Jets combo spot. Carlos, Atlanta. Hugh, you have Baltimore. Greg, you have Buffalo. Bill B, Carolina, Tennessee. Jonathan, you have Chicago. Jason, Cincy. Zach, Cleveland. Dustin, Dallas. Bill S, Denver. Brian, Detroit. Robert, you've got Green Bay. Greg, Houston. Bill S, Indy. Joseph, Jacksonville. Zach, Kansas City. Tim, Las Vegas. Greg, the Chargers. Carlos, the Rams. Bill S, Miami. Jesse, Minnesota. Greg, New England. Elliot, New Orleans. Bill S, the Giants. Tim, Philadelphia. Brad, Pittsburgh. Brian, San Francisco. Josh, Seattle. Zach, Tampa Bay. And Greg, Washington. Kingdom of Heaven is great. That's what I heard is the director's cut. Crazy Cool called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Look at that. Yeah, so I have to watch that. It's got a couple of cool scenes that I've seen on like TikTok or Facebook and may want to watch it. Okay, I'm going to roll bingo balls. I'm going to give you guys a second to trade before I grab boxes, though, since I would rather these fill earlier in the day so you guys can talk about trading, selling, and it's not just sprung upon you. But then again, keeping your teams usually is the best. Since he's up for trade or for sell, the Bengals. I know someone that would trade you. Kyle probably would offer. I'll let him offer, but yeah, I'm not even going to say that. You guys talk. Since he's up for trade or sell, I need to mind my own business. Okay, 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did they just text me back. No. Still not. I want to see Gladiator 2. I own Gladiator 2. It wasn't horrible. The first one is just so hard to you can't match the first one. It was okay. The first one was a lot better though, in my opinion. I think other people share that opinion. 182, 182. I already said I was running out of spot to write. Let's do it right here. $185, 185. $73, 73. And 186. Holy 180s. 182, 185, 186. And then good old 73. Okay, I'm going to leave that up, guys, for a second. If you want to trade or sell, now's the time. I think the only offer we have is Cincy. That's a trade and a sell all in one. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too, Eric. That's how I felt. Okay, I'm gonna leave it up. I'll grab boxes. I think that's maybe the only trade or sell offer. So if anything happens, we'll deal with it. If not, we're gonna get rolling. Oh man, I did something to my back last night. I don't know what I did. Sorry, I had to help my son for 1 second. Also, remember I said my hands keep getting like that? I literally think it's from, let's try, finger blank or not. No, it is. It's from the labels. How is that still that strong? That's wild. Am I missing the low number? Want all the 180s. Easy peasy. My son thinks he can play Fortnite the whole day while my wife's gone. If I don't hold his hand, I tell him he can't. Okay. Guys are talking about movies. I will. If something else I need to know, I'll go back up and look. Let's get rolling. We're going to try 2-boxer after this, guys. 2-box, pick one random one. We've started with, that's correct, quarterback, tight end. Let's make sure I got the right boxes. Since he's staying, everything's staying. Unless, if I missed the trade above there, above all the TV movie talk, let me know, but I don't think I did. No. Okay, we've got 182, 185, 73, and 186. Great opportunity to mess that up with all the 180s. Okay, good luck all. Series 39, box 73, 0 Wonka. This one fills. You guys need to just make me a list of some of these. Oh, I see the auto staring right up at me at this one. Three, two, one. Be careful now. You're guessing. I've seen one like this. 0 Wonka. Kansas City. Alex Smith, good guess. Who had Kansas City first off? Usually one of the top claimed on random night. A little harder to claim it, obviously. Zach B. You had Kansas City. Authentic VSR4. Jonathan says Len Dawson. I like that guess. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. A good one. A name we haven't seen a ton lately. Fanatic certified on this one. Big old signature. I knew you were going to guess Larry Johnson because we've had the Larry, and I love the Larry. And you might see Larry again, but this is not Larry. This is Tony G. Tony Gonzalez, Fanatic certified, authentic VSR4. I'm going 2 AFC West. If this was divisions, that would have been a thing, huh? Broncos, Kansas City. Going to Zach. Zach, nice hit. Tony G on the authentic VSR4 Pro Line, however you want to call it. 0 Wonka. That is a tight end. Other. Uh-oh. Tight end other. Congrats, Zach. Great hit. I love that helmet. I don't think I would have remembered that it was in there had the autograph not been looking right at me when you did say tight end other. Oh, they've been hitting a lot lately. Maybe I need to separate those. What would be the most fair? Should tight end go with running back again like I used to do? Or wide receivers been struggling lately too? I don't know. 182, Series 39. 0 Wonka. looking for wide receiver, not running back. It's fair, you think so? Ooh. It's a pretty new helmet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. One of my favorite alternates. Really like these alts for the Colts. 2024 alt, I believe. There's a date in there. Or December 2025. Maybe they just made it again, but I don't think it was a 2025 alt. Colts, Indianapolis was Bill S. I love the detail and the more on the top. So, it looks marbly. I want to do that without showing you the autograph, but Edgerrin James, good guess. Is the camera high today? It won't really go any lower. So we'll just hold it out here. 3, 2, 1. Now this one, he just did a signing recently. If you've got an old autograph from him, I guess it depends on preference. His old autograph was a little bit different, a little bit longer, a little bit more swoopty swoops. This new set of autographs he did all look like this. I still like them. It's a little different. I actually bought one for my own PC too, so not this style, but a different style. That is Reggie Wayne. Reggie Wayne. And I love Reggie Wayne. I actually got a few Reggies, so you'll see him in the next few series, and maybe I'll skip one or two. We put him in the dollar break too, right? So you've seen his signature on that one. It's a little bit less drawn out. There was a few more swoops in his old autograph. That's it's not terrible. Get out of here. I love the autograph. I like his old one a little bit better. I think there was a few more. Maybe it's just because I was used to it. I think if this been his original autograph, I would have thought the same. But he just did a big signing. There's a lot of Reggie Wayne stuff out there now. Maybe not now. There was. It's a great helmet. Bill, congrats, Reggie. And there's your receiver, too. I'm just saying so people don't look at it and say, that's not Reggie. It is Reggie. He just changed his, he shortened his signature, his autograph. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Maybe you're muted. Maybe I'm muted for you. Just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to look at when this one was signed. I bet it's in the last 2 months. Yeah, if you go look at all of his new stuff that just came out. Oh, yeah. I was just talking about that. So for those that recognize Reggie and think that's not Reggie, it is Reggie. His son won't sign, and he re-signed and changed it a little bit. April 29th, 2026 in Indianapolis, Indiana. That's cool. So, yeah, just a month and a half ago. I love it. Like I said, I've got a few of them, different styles, and I bought one for myself. I actually don't have an old Reggie Wayne autograph, so the only one I have is his newer one. Bill, nice hit. Congrats. Love that helmet. Love the alternate, too, and Reggie Wayne has not been an easy name to get. A little bit easier now, but still not that easy. 185, Series 39, Wonka. Yeah, if you go look up anything from his recent signing, they all look like that. Two Wonka points. Can't see the auto, but I can see the helmet. Let's see bright, excuse me, helmet looking at me. We've got a classic speed, so 2 classics. Basically, if you count the Tony G, because it is a classic. Bengals, Cincy. They were up for trade, but they stayed with you, right? Isn't that Jason? Ocho Cinco. I actually can't remember who I have on a classic. We'll find out here in a second. Let me make sure, though, Cincy. It was Jason. Jason, you had the Bengals. You got 2 Wonka points as well. Munoz, good guess. Rooting for wide receiver. We did just get one, finally. Oh, that's why you're guessing, Ocho, to get more wide receivers. 3, 2, 1. Nope, not a wide receiver, but it's a category that hasn't hit yet, so that doesn't hurt you too bad. I finally hit a Bengals Corey Dillon, who this is, with Brad. So I've got one on my PC now. I kept saying I want a specialty, and there's just not that many specialties out there for him. If I ever get one, I'll upgrade it, but for now, I'm keeping the classic Corey because I finally hit him on a non-Patriot helmet. Jason, nice hit. Corey Dillon, clock killing Corey Dillon. One of my favorite runners back then. And that's 2 points. Let me write it down here. Jason T, Corey Dillon. Jason T, 2 points. 6'3", 26. Okay, fourth and final box, 186. I hit Handwalkie, yeah. The whole shebang. 186. Who was it that was it the jersey earlier? Oh no. You said Mattingly, and then it made me believe it was Mattingly, so I thought you hit earlier, but you didn't. But it looked like it could have been Mattingly. It wasn't. It was Schmaltz. 186, Series 39, 0 Wonka. Maybe they kidnapped my daughter because they're not even texting me back either. It's one of the ones that folded in. There you go. Oh, Otto's staring up at me on this one. I love this helmet. I want to say I have this one in my PC, maybe? I forget who I have on this style. 3, 2, 1. It's another orange helmet, but this time for Chicago. Jason, you said, I'm going to get Chicago. You didn't. You got Cincy and hit on Cincy, but the Bears also hit. Crazy. 0 Wonka, Chicago Bears on a rave. Chicago was Jonathan R. Urlacher. I may have a couple of raves for Chicago on the PC, but I don't know. I think I have this dude on one. Let's see what you got, Jonathan. Bears rave. The files are in the... yeah, no. It's in the computer? 3, 2, 1. Probably my favorite Bear. I should probably say Julius Peppers, but I don't really think of Julius Peppers as a Bear. I think of him as a Panther that became a Bear and a Packer. Hester is, and Urlacher is tough too. There's a few, but Hester might be my favorite Bear of all time. And it shows on the PC. I think I got like 3 of them in my PC on different styles. My one blaze for the Bears is Hester. Best return man in the league and probably in history of the NFL, Devin Hester, number 23. Back certified. Jonathan, nice hit. Congrats. It's a great helmet. Rave for the Bears. What am I counting him as? He's probably a wide receiver, right? I'll look it up here in a second, but let's do a recap. I'm going to put copy paste just on there. He's another. Tony Gonzalez. These are our recap. Tony Gonzalez, Corey Dillon, Reggie Wayne, and Devin Hester. Let's do a 2-boxer. Wide receiver, cornerback, wide receiver, stop it, other. I think, let's do this. I think he's a receiver. And look, even Wikipedia said he was a former player who was a wide receiver and return specialist. So I'll give you guys a receiver on that one. I think that's fair too. Ooh, close game. 50. They made up a little bit of ground, huh? They scored 29 points in the second period. If they only had 19. Outscored the Spurs in the second. Okay, 2-boxer for Big Al's, guys. This will be the last Big Al's live fill. We'll do a Racky live fill and then some licensed jerseys Let's clean this one up. We got some heavy red and orange out there. Orange on the Broncos, red, orange, orange. And then you got the Reggie. I love that Reggie helmet, though. I love that Bo helmet. I love all those. Gosh dang it. Kansas City claim on the wrong spot. Hold on, over here for Greg. San Francisco for Elliot. Got you, Elliot. Bill B. Cleveland with a random up. Would be helpful if I just stayed on there and did that. They just liked my comment and my text. They didn't. Do any of that. Okay. I've got Cleveland for Bill, Robert for Miami, Zach from Minnesota. New England is number 6 for Bill. Number 7 is Washington for Brad. Brad, did I see you comment saying you got the band hammer? Keep the random? Okay, I just scrolled down there. You got it. If you're going to keep, I'll just get rid of this. Did you get the band hammer, Brad, on your main account? As I saw you comment on the other account, but I thought you posted something and that was gone, but 30-day, why? And it had nothing to do with the messenger thing that I'm dealing with. It's just the band. Did you comment on something and say something you weren't supposed to? Like someone else in here that I know. 7 Washington. Nick just behind on Washington. Greg, I got you at San Francisco. No, I don't. They're gone. Sorry. Kyle, Detroit is there. That's number 8. Baltimore is number 9. For Brad. 10 Giants. 30 days is... That's kind of crazy. I need to make another account just in case that happens to me. 11 Tampa Bay for Dustin. 12 Dallas for Zach. 13 Las Vegas for Greg. 14 Baltimore is gone. 14 Green Bay for Nick. With a random up. So Nick's got one here. I took one because over 11.8 feet tall, additional 4. You can only get 2.5. Seriously? 14 Vegas. No, 14 was Green Bay. 15 is Buffalo for Jason. 15 Buffalo. Jason with the random up. I commented on a post and I told the absolute truth and offended the person, and they just like reported it. How could they do that and then ban you for 30 days? Man. You guys are out there doing the work, and then in 16 closes us, Greg. Got you. Thank you. Good luck to you. That's crazy. That is crazy. Who gets banned, says Dustin. Yeah, Dustin, you're on a little bit of a clean spell. What are you, like 6 months clean right now? Something happened to Dustin. My language wasn't the best. Brad, you can't be doing that. Ah, there goes my... Oh, really? I just dropped my earpiece and it went all the way... Okay, hold on. At least the camera's not showing me, but I'm going to Monica Lewinsky this thing. Hold on. Yeah, got it. After I say don't say stupid stuff. Okay. Whew, I got it. Now I can hear the music again. Okay, we're closed. There's just 2 randoms available. Nick has one. Jason has one. I'm a changed man. Brad, I can help you. Hila, good night. Good luck to the Spurs. Hila, I'm going to message you too. I've got something for you. Go Spurs, go, yeah. I'll try to remember to message you tonight, Hila. Okay. 2 randoms available. I'll give it just a second. Spurs in 5. I said to my friend the other day, the most. I'll probably be wrong because I said Colorado in 4 as well for hockey, but Spurs in 5 is the most likely in my mind. Spurs in 4 is the next most likely. Spurs in 6 is the next most likely. But then there's a bunch of Knicks fans in here that are saying, no way, Jose, and it's probably true. I would love it if it went 7 games because I want more games. Colorado did go for that's true. Okay, last call for these randoms. $20 randoms. Nick has one. Jason has one. If they don't sell, you guys can try to sell the team right after. We're a little behind tonight, but oh well. Racky up next, then we'll try to do some licensed jerseys. Okay, I'm going to get running here. Okay, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Los Angeles Rams on top, Seattle on bottom. Rams on top, Seattle on bottom. Okay, in this one, and then just so you know, Nick, Jacksonville, Jason, Indy. If you guys are selling those, let me know. The sooner you let us know, the more chance maybe someone will grab them. If not, apologies. Greg, you've got Kansas City and the Rams, Elliott, San Francisco and the Jets, Bill B, Cleveland and New Orleans. Robert, you have Miami and Tennessee, Zach B, Minnesota, Arizona. Bill S, you have New England and the Chargers, Brad, Washington and Philadelphia. Kyle, Detroit and Atlanta, Brad, Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Elliott, Giants and Houston, Dustin, Tampa and Chicago. Zach, you have Dallas and Carolina, Greg, Vegas and Cincy. Nick F, Green Bay and Jacksonville. Jason, you have Buffalo and Indy, and Greg, you have Denver and Seattle. Indy for sell or trade, and Jacksonville's up for sell. So we'll give it a second here. I'm going to roll bingo balls at least, and then if we can trade or sell, we'll do it. We need 2 numbers. 1, 2. Uno, dos. And I can get rid of the PSU too. Larry almost had it. Almost had it. Okay. First box is 9898. Next box is, if I can see it, 113, 113. 98 and 113. I'll give it a minute here for Indy and Jacksonville, and then I'll grab boxes. Let me know when the third quarter starts. Not period, quarter. I may miss it, but oh well. Okay, I'm going to grab them, guys. 98 and 113. If Jacksonville or any move, we'll deal with it. Jacksonville and Indy. I got it off, and then it's right back there, just from rubbing a label on. I used to get every single box, 190, put all the new labels on them, and then I thought, we only open 120. So I just keep a stack of labels, and I put it on when I grab the box. But these ones are leaving ink. And I know they use a different printer because the store was doing renovations, so that's got to be what it is. But you'd think that would like dry at some point. Apparently not. 98, 113, 98, 113. Looks like Indy and Jacksonville are staying where they're at. Sorry, guys. Or maybe not sorry if that's the team that's going to hit. I didn't update. Yeah, I did. 7 items. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're down by 1 is all. Down by 1. Okay. 98 up first. Series 39. Try not to touch the label. 0 Wonka. Manning incoming, you think so? What team, Manning? Well, I guess I could look and see who you have. Oh, you were trying to sell Indy, so Indy. Well, Stevenson looking right up at me. I know this one. And I love this helmet. I love this player. He is not cheap. Hey, here we go. 3, 2, 1. There's our second Bronco sighting. The first one's the same logo, but that one was retro. This one is alternate with an orange face mask. That just looks nice. Manning Bronco. You think so? Calling it for the wrong team? Well, let's see who it is. Who has Denver? Denver. That was the last claim. Greg hitting on the final claim. Congrats, Greg. I think I said 0. I'll make sure. 3, 2, 1. Jonathan guessed it right at the buzzer there. Such a fun auto, and I don't want to spoil it, actually. I'll wait. I got a cool Shannon item, but you'll see it when you see it. Shannon Sharp, number 84. Alternate for the Broncos with a visor. Yeah, not Manning. Not on this one. Some residue there. I'll try to get it off for you. Greg, nice hit. Beautiful helmet. Shannon Sharp, that's tight end. No, yeah, tight end. If it was Sterling, it would have been a receiver for you guys, but Shannon's a tight end. 4 to 2 to 1 to 1. Yeah, you guys are usually quick on the positions, but not this time around. You still got a shot. Greg, nice hit. Shannon Sharp on the alternate speed there with a visor. Love that helmet. Beautiful. And that was the final claim, too. Okay, 113, Series 39. 0 Wonka. Okay, here we go. I don't know if the boxes got together and said, let's just make this a red-orange day. Look at that. We just pulled another orange and then another red. Orange, 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 red, red. The 2 reds, both Chiefs from this series. Kansas City hitting twice tonight. No Wonka, classic speed. Kansas City was claim number 1. Greg, you opened the 2-boxer and you closed the 2-boxer with 2 AFC West teams and you hit on both of them. A double hit. You guys are both guessing Patty. I'm not going to draw it out just so we sit here and think about it. When I spun it around, I didn't see the little squiggles. My little half spin. I do love this helmet. It's not Patty. That is the Nigerian Nightmare. That is Christian Okoye. That's a running back. He kind of fallen into the middle of this one here. Tight another's taken off a little bit. Patty on an amp stamp it. I don't want to give it away, but I don't think it's on a classic. We put it in last series or the series before, and I think the series before that, the last Patty we pulled, I think, was classic. And I try to avoid back-to-back. But if it could still be a classic, don't take my absolute word for it. Christian Okoye, but I'm pretty sure. Let me do a quick recap here. We're going to do Rag Key coming up here after this. Why I said it, yeah. I mean, if I can't find Patties and all I can find is a couple classics, that'll do for sure. But I think I have a few this time. Okay, let's do a quick recap. We had Shannon Sharp on the alternate, Christian Okoye on classic for the Chiefs, Broncos and Chiefs hitting. Let's try a Racky live fill. We'll do some jerseys after this. I'm trying to catch us up after a slow start. If we fizzle out here, no big deal, but I think we could do a Racky and 2-boxer down the night. While these claims are going, guys, I'm going to use the restroom really fast. I'm also going to check on my son one more time. Just to make sure I don't want him to fall asleep down here. Yeah, they're probably not on anymore, Jess. They'll be back on later, maybe or tomorrow. Yes, you can do that. Just don't be on the switch. All right. Sorry, guys. Bathroom break. Check on the sun. I think we're probably full, so let's just make sure here, though. Okay. Spot 1, Philadelphia. Spot 2, Miami. Jonathan R. Greg. Spot 3, Dallas with a random up for Jason. I'll just say it now. If there's randoms being sold, there's a few, so I'll give it a second. But I'll say once we get done, I'll run randoms, but I'll give it a second. So I think there's more than a couple. Greg just behind on Dallas. Chicago for Dave. Philadelphia gone. Sorry, Bill. Green Bay is there. Spot 5 for. I just lost it. Green Bay, Brian. 5. 6 is Cincy with a random for sale for Kyle. Tampa Bay, Dustin. 7. Green Bay just gone. Jonathan. Chargers number 8 for Greg. Chicago number 9 is gone as well. Dustin's going to sell a random as well. Okay, perfect. Let me 3rd. So if you want a random, guys, you can get in for 18. There's 3 available as of now. Sell a random. Green Bay is gone. Washington is there as number 9. Chicago's gone. Indy is there, number 10 for Brad. Brad, so are you gonna? I mean, probably since you have another account, are you gonna be on again Thursday, Saturday, or just Saturday this week, or what's your? I guess you were on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. What's your schedule that you know? If you don't know it, no big deal. But I tend to try to be around for your stuff. 11 was Detroit. 12 is New Orleans. Indy is gone. Pittsburgh is there still for Brad. Minnesota is there for Jonathan. Thursday and Saturday. Perfect. Okay, I believe we're 2 short with 3 randoms available. So 2 mains and 3 randoms. But I'll make sure here in a second. There's one. Buffalo. Nick, what's up, man? Got you on Buffalo. Thursday, Saturday. My son tomorrow has, usually a year on later, but he's got second day of conditioning for soccer team. He fell asleep like 4 minutes into the ride home yesterday after an hour of running through sand and up hills and around a lake. He wasn't ready for that. And Jonathan, Kansas City. Dave, just a second behind on the Giants. We're full here, but there are 3 solos available if anyone wants to jump in. I'll give it a second since there's 3. Spot 3, spot 6, and spot 7. In order they would go, but 4, 2. This is 2 now, right? Corey Dillon and Christian Okoye. Look at all that red and orange. Crazy. Last call. We have 3 solos available. Jason has one for 18. Kyle has one. Dustin has one. You guys can still sell trade once you see them, but I'll give it a second to see if they go beforehand. They always do that. They fill up the break. It's been sitting for 3 days, and they fill it up while I'm live, and then they run randoms, and usually everyone wants to trade. And they run the break when I'm not there, which is fine. It shouldn't be around me, but unlucky timing, so I don't get to see. I didn't get to try to trade. Okay, it looks like those are staying open. If you guys want to sell after you see them, let me know, and I'll help you try to move them. Well, let's get this going. We'll do some jerseys after this for the last thing of the night. And then I'm going to go pick up my daughter. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And no, it's not 10 p.m. here, so. But she's probably overstaying her welcome since my wife's gone. Baltimore on top, Denver on bottom. Okay, in this one, just so you know, Jason, you have the Jets. Kyle, you have Jacksonville. Dustin, you have New England. If you guys want to trade or sell those, let me know. I'll also read off the rest on top of that. Jonathan R., you have Philly and Baltimore. Greg, Miami, Atlanta. Jason, you have Dallas and the Jets. David, Chicago, Arizona. Brian, Green Bay, Carolina. Kyle, Cincy and Jacksonville. Dustin, Tampa and New England. Greg, Chargers in Las Vegas. David, Washington, Houston. Brad, Indy and Tennessee. Greg, Detroit, Seattle. Brian W., New Orleans and San Francisco. Brad, Pittsburgh and the Rams. Jonathan R., Minnesota and the Giants. Nick G., you have Buffalo and Cleveland. And Jonathan S., Kansas City, Denver. Jets are for sale. Everybody wants the Jets for 18. How about Jacksonville, New England? No pressure to keep or to try to sell, but. Just want to at least offer. Nick says he'd buy New England if you are selling, Dustin. Elliot will buy the Jets from Jason. Thanks, Elliot. Good luck to you. Keep. You know, I thought you might keep because you got the double Gronk covered there. Sorry, Nick. He's going to keep now that he knows who they are. And then Kyle, Jacksonville, let me know if you're selling or keeping. I'm going to get a box going while we're waiting. We opened box 6, right? Pretty sure we opened box 6. So let's get a box number here. And then we're going to finish with some licensed jerseys, guys. I don't know who I'm going to add tomorrow yet. We pulled on Monday. Who'd we pull? What sports? We pulled a football and a basketball, right? 4, 5, 7 times, 6 and 7. Box 12. Closest one to me on the ground. Box 12. Kyle, I'm assuming you're going to keep Jacksonville. If you want to sell, you got like another 30 seconds to try. Do we have any Jacksonville fans in the group? Like, that's your team? I'm trying to think. Oh, hi, doggy. Hi. Hey, you're upstairs by yourself. Upstairs by yourself. Look at that little rat. She is 14 years old. She looks like a little baby, though. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to get rolling. We will do a licensed jersey 2-boxer after this, and then tomorrow we'll have our Fire Factory and our licensed jersey 3-boxer, most likely. That's another reason why I'm tired. I had to get up at 5 o'clock this morning to take my in-laws to the airport. Not that that's bad, but I'm not used to getting up at 5 a.m. Some of you guys do it every day. I don't know how you do it. 12. Good luck, all. Licensed jerseys next, and then we'll call it a night. I'm assuming the third quarter started a long time ago. Is it fourth quarter yet? They go to bed early? That too. I'm not like a... I don't stay up late. On days where, on Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm up till midnight getting this all done. And then I'm up at 7. So that's not like I'm like sleeping in. But on a normal day when I'm not breaking and, we don't have plans, I go to bed at like 10 or 10:30, 11 maybe. Still third? Okay. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Okay. All right. Would you guys believe me if I told you that we're going to follow the same trend and pull a reddish orange helmet? I don't know what it is. Only one helmet tonight didn't have red or orange. We've got an authentic rave, just pure red right in your face. Authentic rave, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I just said you had Gronk covered, so I know the Gronk team's covered, Tampa and New England, so I know that's Dustin. Dustin! Hitting here. I don't know if I have a good guess on this one. This is free. I'm going to put this... I had one bad experience where it ripped the paint off the back. Must be Brady. That's true. If we hit a Brady, doesn't belong to anyone. It's a community. So I should be a little more careful. Authentic. This one is Beckett certified. 3, 2, 1. It's not Brady. I love that hit too. One of the Barber brothers, the better one, I think. They're both good. All-Stott would be awesome on an authentic rave, Nick. I would love that. This one's Rondé Barber. And that is a tight end other. Defensive back Barber. He was a safety or a cornerback? Rondé Barber was a cornerback. Is he a safety or a cornerback, guys? I want to say he was a cornerback. Dustin, congrats. So, not Brady. See, James has helped me. Quarterback. I thought so. The safety he played with Dexter Jackson. Who else? Wide receiver, cornerback. We're following the same trend there. Look at all that red and orange. That's throwing my brain off. Okay, congrats, Dustin, Rondé Barber, Authentic Rave. Let's do some licensed jerseys there to end the stream. I'm digging the spread, but the color wheel isn't really spinning. That's fine. There's a little reddish-orange theme tonight, I guess. We had a little bit of blue on this, a little bit of blue on that, but then one black, one white, and the rest just, boom, in our face. Okay, this is a 2-boxer, guys. We will do a 3-boxer tomorrow, so if you want to try to get your guy tomorrow, you just got to show up at 4 p.m. Eastern. Quick drop. Sometimes they don't fill for, even until the next day, but sometimes they fill within an hour. Sometimes they take 5 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours. You got a popular guy, you want to try to be there quick. If not, you can take your time. All right, let's see if we can get this one filled up, guys. I'm going to start live chatting and getting rid of all these duplicate claims. Okay, spot 1. It would help if I showed you my screen so you guys could claim players. Sorry. If you weren't able to see and you want to claim any of these, they're there for you. Jonathan Garnett. Greg Berry. I almost got another Berry today. Nike. Testing. Testing. Oh, don't worry. I was just yelling at myself.
I just keep saying no.
Why did I keep yelling?
No.
Because it's because of you, honestly. You're in there on your little Switch or your iPad, zonking up all the internet. I'm joking. Okay, you can go back. I wasn't really mad. Yeah, we're back, and all the claims are there. Thank goodness. Why does it always happen during the jerseys? It doesn't make any sense. All right, I'm back. It was enough that it scared my son. I started yelling no. Whoops. I don't know why it does that, but I'm glad it keeps letting me back in. 4 is Patty Kane. 5 is Nathan McKinnon. 6 is Brett Favre. 7 says Lim. Hover over it. Zonka. 7, Larry Zonka. 8 is Magic Johnson. I love that Magic. I almost bought another Magic and Shaq today, but I stopped myself from doing it. I already have the 2 that are in there. Oh, there's a Shaq in now. I don't think I have any other Magics or Shaqs, though, so I probably could have. Elliot, gotcha. Scott Ripken is gone. Sorry. I forgot. It was the number 3 claim. Yeah, he was like Woodson. Yeah. Saquon, number 9. Greg. Cal is gone, Jeff. Palomalu is number 10. We're going to have some spots here, guys. Where was that? Greg, 11. It changed Kaprizov to Kaprizov. Don't know why I did that. 11, James. 12 is Cup. Cooper Cup for Dustin. See, is there any more claims? Fortnite run the string exactly. I don't even think he's playing. I think he's playing a soccer game on his iPad. Fortnite. Iserman, 13. For Scott. Okay, we got some work. There's 4 there, 9 here. 13 claims, 7 remain. Let me show some pictures here. See if we can get a few of these off the board. And before I do that, I'm going to just quickly text them. Okay. Solani. Marino. I'm going to do those before I change the stream. Solani is Jonathan. Marino is Zach. Now I can show some pictures. Okay, here's the current claim list. I'll update it tomorrow morning with the new 4 on there. They're listed and then pictures. So if you, I mean, it's one thing to know that there's a Barry Sanders in there. It's nice to know that it's a White, Mitchell, and Ness. Some have scripts that aren't noted. Some may not be signed in a spot that you like. Some may not be a style you like. So the pictures are included so you can see the exact jersey that's in there. I'll read off names that have not been claimed that are still available. I think we're 5 away. If that's, I'll just hover back over. 14, 15 was what? Marino. 5 away. Back over here. DeBrincat, Alex DeBrincat, Red Wings. Paul Pierce on the Celtics. Pat Surtain, Broncos. Ron Francis, Whalers. Both gone. Chris Carter on the Vikings. Chris Bryant on the Rockies. Sammy Sosa, Cubs. Jimmy Wynn, Toy Cannon on the 1964 Houston Colt 45s. Dylan Gunther, Mammoth, Utah Hockey Club jersey. Joakim Noah is the Bulls. Adam Oates is the Blues. Hunter Green, there's Francis, so 4 left. Hunter Green, Reds. Ray Bork on the Avalanche. Dikembe Mutombo on the Nuggets. Yari Curry on the Oilers. Oh, I didn't even realize Larry. He didn't ask for. Nope. Okay. Bucky Irving, Bucks. T. Higgins on the Bengals. Alex Caruso on the Thunder. Del Murphy on the Braves. Sergei Bobrovsky, Panthers. Chris Bond already. Ace Bailey, Jazz. Jake Ottinger, Stars. Sean Alexander, Seahawks. Matt Sundin, Sweden. Felix Hernandez, Mariners. Kurt Warner, Rams. Timus, nope, it's gone. No, that's what I was checking. Sometimes he'll email me since he doesn't have Messenger and say, hey, have someone grab it for me, but sometimes I miss the stuff, but I don't think he asked. No. Nope. Pete Alonso, Mets. Isaiah Thomas, just making sure I didn't mess that up. Pistons. Brian Thomas Jr., Jags. Patrick Laine, Blue Jackets. Jose Canseco, Athletics. And they're the team that's moving to Vegas, correct? Closer to me. Luis Suarez, Miami or Inter Miami. MJD, Jaguars. Quinn Hughes on the Canucks Flying Skate. Yeah, okay. I just, when I started looking through and thought, oh, both those guys are there. Drew Bledsoe, Pats. He's probably just out today. St. Brown for the Lions. Warren Moon for the Oilers. Chris Chelios, Red Wings. There was a few Red Wings. Max Scherzer, Mets. Gone. And Sebastian Aho, Hurricanes. Dennis Rodman, Bulls. Theo Fleury, Flames. Claimed. I don't know if Emmett got claimed. He did not. Emmett Smith, Cowboys. Andre Johnson hit on Monday. Andre Dawson, Cubs. Justin Jefferson, Vikings. Jackson Trio, Brewers. That's it. Those are all the spots. So there are 4 remaining, I believe. So that was Francis for 16. Ron Francis, 16 for Brian. Emmett Smith is number 17 for Zach. 18 is Sebastian Aho for Brian. And then we got 2 left. 2 claims left to close this. And then if anything that's hit tonight is staying, guys, let me know. I'm going to run, go grab my daughter and come back, get them all situated for bed, and then I'll come down here and work late tonight. So I'll try to make a note of what's staying and what's not. 2 spots left to close us. And then we'll have 2 solos. I appreciate the patience tonight too, guys. It was a little bit longer, and I know I can be boring, so hopefully you guys had the Spurs game on the side too. Spurs Knicks. I don't know how much time's left in it. I'll probably just barely miss it because I gotta go run. Still third quarter. It's a tie game too. Yeeks. I should have told him I'll come get her after the game. Pete Alonso, 19, 1 spot left to close this, guys, and then I'll try to get us some randoms going so maybe I can watch the last quarter. And Brian will close us with Hughes. Let's get randoms going. I'll try to help you guys sell, trade, and then we'll try to run this one and get us on our way. Did I do that right? Sanders, Ripken, Kane, McKinnon, Favre, Zonka, Magic, Barkley, Troy, Kaprizov, Cup, Yzerman, Solani, Reno, Francis Smith, Aho, Alonso, Hughes. Okay. Yes, good luck, everyone. Let's go over here to this. Share this, share this. So you can see my brain's starting to slow down. I know what tab to click. 7 times. The last 2 will be $10 solos. Just 2 this time. There's 2 or 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. And there's 7. Ottinger and Warner are our solos tonight for $10. Ottinger and I assume that those will be snatched up semi-quick, but maybe not. Okay. James has got Jake Ottinger. Bork was not one. Probably just a try. Eric's got Warner. Jason just behind. I would have been fine with Ort for Ott. Kurt would have been fine. Just a little behind as well. Kurt is fine. Warner going to Eric. Jake going to James. We're full. Let me read these off and see if anybody has any credits or discounts, I should say. Jonathan, you've got Garnett, Mutombo, and Warren Moon. You almost had the 3 basketball. Greg, Sanders, Churio, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Mark, Ripken, Bledsoe, and Caruso. Nick F., Kane, Bailey, and Sundin. Jason, McKinnon, Bryant, and Isaiah Thomas. Bill S., Favre, DeBrincat, and Pierce. Jeff H., Zonka, Thomas, and Carter. Elliot, you have Magic Johnson, Surtain, and T. Higgins. Greg, you've got Saquon Barkley, Jimmy Wynn, and Max Scherzer. James, Kaprizov, Chelios, and Dawson. Dustin, Cup, Canseco, and Murphy. 2 baseball almost. Scott, you've got Yzerman, Gunther, and Joakim Noah. Jonathan R., Timu, Line, and Maurice Jones-Drew. Zach, you've got Marino, Sosa, and Irving. Brian W., Francis, Bork, and Shaquille O'Neal. Zach, Emmett, Fleury, and Hernandez. Felix Fernandez. Brian W., Aho, Curry, and Oates. Elliot, you've got Alonzo, Green, and Suarez. And Brian, you have Hughes, Rodman, and Bobrovsky. And then Ottinger went to James. Warner went to Eric. Okay, let me see where we're at on these ones. I'll try to stay ahead of it this time. Bailey and Sundin for trade for hockey. Bailey, Sundin, Sweden, and Jazz available for trade for hockey. Bryant and Thomas for sell or trade from Jason. Where is your name? That's not you. Am I? There they are. I'm losing my mind. Brian W., buy Adam Oates from you. Brian W. did not answer yet. Greg's looking for him. Brian W., Line for Rodman. There's a trade offer for you too, Brian. Line for Rodman. So you got a trade offer and a buy offer. Chelios and Dawson up for trade from James. Where are you, James? Chelios and Dawson. Excuse me. Zach B. Buy Bucky Irving from you. Zach B. is a buy offer for you, Bucky Irving. Brian, do you want to trade O'Neill for Warren Moon? Brian, you've got all the offers coming your way. You want to trade O'Neill for Warren Moon? Jason, either of mine for Chelios. James, do you want to trade Chelios for Chris Bryant or Isaiah Thomas? I'll buy Scherzer, Greg, if for sale. I'll sell Scherzer, okay. Going to Bill. Either my random, you didn't. I'll buy Pass, Jason. You didn't call out the people discounts. I thought that I looked at them all and nobody had a discount. Did I miss one? Brian had one. Was there more than that too? I swear I looked at them all. Got there to Helicanseco, no. Chelios, no. Jefferson, no. No. Jeff H had one too. I'm losing my mind. Sorry, guys. You just said that. Jeff had 3 and Brian had 3. Yep. I even read them off looking for them. I give up. You guys, if it ever happens and I don't read it off, just pay less. You guys know how it works too. Thanks for help. You can always point it out though too. Jeff H, Brian, you guys both have $3 off. I'm losing my mind tonight. Okay, either of my randoms for Andre Dawson. Who had Andre Dawson first off? James does. Dustin is offering Canseco or Murphy for Dawson. I'll buy Green if for sale. Hunter Green went to Elliot. Elliot, if you want to sell Hunter Green, let him know. I'll sell Scherzer. Nick Sundin for Chelios. Pass on Chelios. Got 3 of them here. Yeah. Sundin for Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky is Brian. Brian, do you want to trade Bob for Sundin? John R., I'll trade with you too. I'll trade with you, John. Thanks, Brian. What was the Brian trade? Oh, Neil for Warren Moon. Okay. So Brian's taking Moon. Elliot's taking. No, it wasn't Elliot. It's Jonathan. Jonathan's taking. I just barely deleted it. O'Neill, right? And then the other one was Line for Rodman. Oh boy, it looked like there wasn't very many comments at all, and then they just kept stacking up. Zach B, buy Irving from you. Brian, do you want to trade? I already got those. Buy also Scherzer, Sundin. I'll keep Oates. Keeping Oates. Pass on Chelios. I'll trade with you, John. Thanks, Brian. Trade for Murphy, Jason says. Del Murphy is Dustin. Jason has Bryant and Isaiah Thomas. Zach, I'll buy King Felix if it's for sale. Zach, if you want to sell Felix Hernandez to Eric, let him know. Thanks, Brian. John, I'll trade with you too. Do I get 3 off for being your secretary? There's a few of you guys that help me, and that doesn't bug me at all. I'm man enough to admit that I make a bunch of mistakes. Greg, I'll buy Turio if you're selling. Greg Jackson Turio, do you have him? Why not? You got every baseball guy there was. Greg, if you want to sell, nope, so I'm keeping. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because the first one Jonathan asked, then Jonathan R. Sure, Green is yours, says Elliot. Elliot had Green. Which Green is this? Hunter Green going to Mark. Right? Yeah. I'll keep Churio, Sure Green. Thanks. What did I miss for $3 off? So, Jeff, because you have all football, if you get all the same sport, it's a stupid little game I play. All football, all hockey is $3. All basketball, all baseball is $5. If the randoms line up and you have all the same sport, it's a stupid little game I play where you get some credit. That's it. So you pay 27 on this instead of 30. I'll trade with you, Nick. What was the Nick trade? Was it Sundin and Bob? Yeah, I like to do little games that are stupid and fun just to have other things to root for. I'm on a long cold stretch. Mark, don't even remind me. I know. I go through at night. I write down who wins here. I check payments, and I start to think about, oh, this guy's doing good. This guy's doing bad. I'll always say it, guys. I'm here to facilitate, at least to try to facilitate a fun environment for you to try to win. That doesn't mean you're going to win. If you go on bad streaks, you can blame me. I know you're not blaming me, but it sucks. I know. I'm there also in other spots. In other spots, I'm hot. Some spots, I'm cold. I get it. I'll trade for KB. What was the KB? Who's KB? Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant for, was it Del Murphy? Jason and Dustin? I think that's what you guys were doing. Kobe Bryant for Del Murphy. Whew. Okay. That's a way better trade. Yeah, Kobe Bryant. Rockies suck. No, they don't. Rockies rule. Okay, Ace Bailey, Isaiah Thomas, Chris Chelios, and Andre Dawson are the ones that are up still. If I missed any trade or sell talk, please let me know, and I'll try to help you. Yep, I get that. I like Chris Bryant too. They need to move to Vegas support there, don't they? At least I thought they did. Okay, last 30 seconds for, I'm going to roll bingo balls, and then you guys can talk until I get back, and then we're going to pop them open. James trade Churio for Chelios is a trade offer. Chelios for Churio. Deal, Greg. Okay. For Churio. Wrong color. Okay, I'm going to roll bingo balls. I'll leave this up so you guys can talk. Rose gold cage. We'll add 4 in tomorrow. See if I can add something that someone likes at least. What was I trying to get today? Oh no, I think I got an Emeka Egbuka coming for Tampa. That's fun. We've had some fun Tampa jerseys though. Who else did I get? Carl Yastrzemski. A few guys. I don't know. There's more. 2 boxes. 1, 2. Come on. First number is 7878. Official last time using this paper. Second number is 2424. Okay, let me grab them, guys. If any more trades happen, we'll fix it. But we're going to roll here. I'll leave it up so you guys can see. Okay, buddy? I'm almost done. Okay, we got to get after this up. his. I wish he would have got to a friend's house too. Instead of sitting in there for who knows how long. 78, 24, 24, 78. No more trades. Okay. I'm going to unhighlight these. Let's see if I can go pick her up. Maybe have it on my phone while I'm driving, listening to it. Not watching. Listening. Listening and watching. Watching. What's that from? Is that Seinfeld? Maybe, to the untrained eye. I can't think of what's that from. Okay, 78-24. Good luck, all. Thanks for joining tonight. Well, color. Yep. Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I know that one. That's a big jersey. We got off the red train for NFL stuff, huh? Great hit. I was looking at something for him today on the Giants. I didn't buy it, but number 26, almost 24, almost a jersey box. That is Saquon Barkley. Great hit. I want to say he was claimed. He usually is. Spot 9. Greg, you did have Barkley. A beautiful hit. Saquon Barkley, Nike, Beckett certified with the COA on the back. Instead of the tag. Man, I love this jersey. I know you guys wonder how I let this stuff come in here and don't just keep it. I'd like to be able to join a series just like this with all this. I think I'd go nuts on this series. Then again, I built it, so obviously it's stuff I like, but I'd love to be able to join a multi-sport series like this where 30% of the names are headliner names. Someone point me to that, please. For $10 a claim. Congrats, Greg. Great hit. Saquon Barkley. Love that hit. And that's, I was going to say that's your position, but you guys are running back the other day. Yeah, you needed that one to be a wide receiver just to have a chance at tying. It was not. All right, another day, another failed bounty. We'll get there. Okay, last one, 78. Again, we'll do Fire Factory tomorrow. We'll do license 3-boxer drop tomorrow. So same series, 4 new names, but 3 boxes instead of 2. I see a color. I don't know. I think I can tell what sport it is. I don't know what team this is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm still. Now I know. I see the number. That is Kojo. Kojo certified. Where's the signature? Oh, it's at the, I was like, did I fold this inside out? Great hit here too. This guy's in the he's down 0-1, but he's finished player on the Carolina Hurricanes. This is on their alternate jersey. Sebastian Aho. What a great hit. Yeah, it took me a little longer than it should have. I don't know why I couldn't think of black and red trim there. Kojo COA there. That also, I think we had 2 claims. Wasn't Aho one of the last claims? Not the last one, the 18th claim. Spot 9, spot 18. Brian. Sebastian Aho on the alternate Hurricanes jersey. The black patches on top. I love these. Aho is one of my favorite players to collect. I don't think I have him on this style. I have him on like 4 different ones, but not this one. I've got Jarvis on this style, I think. Adidas. Pro alternate. It's a great, great hit. Brian, congrats. So hockey and football, and the other day was football and basketball. So 2 football hit this week. So far, we got 3 more to go. 1 hockey, 1 basketball. No baseball. All right, congrats, you two. Sorry to those that did not hit, especially if you're on a horrible trail of losses. I hope it changes for you, especially if you join tomorrow. Congrats, winners. Let's do a recap. No bounty hit tonight, but our non-Big Al stuff tonight, we had John Schmaltz on the ball, Antonio Gates, and Randy White on the minis. We'll do another case of minis down the road, just not next week, I don't think. Jerseys from East Coast, both great ones. Dylan Larkin, pictured headliner, and Dustin Wolf could have been one, but it wasn't. Helmets from Racky today were Rondé Barber, Authentic Rave, and Bo Nix, Retro. Love them both. Big Al stuff tonight, Aho and Barkley, 2 headliner type names coming out, both claimed. Helmets were Okoye and Tony Gonzalez on the Chiefs. Devin Hester on the Rave for the Bears. Shannon Sharp, looks like an A. Throw me off. Shannon Sharp alternate for the Broncos. Corey Dillon Classic. Reggie Wayne on my favorite alternate for the Colts. And that's it. Congrats, winners. Sorry to those that didn't. If anything's staying, let me know. I'm going to jump in my car here. I'll be back to finish this up. So I'll try to catch up to messages. I've got like 40 messages from jerseys, my jersey post too. So, okay. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry for the late night, guys. Appreciate you being patient, and we'll see you this weekend if you're around. Have a great night.